Hey Ophiuchus, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. I had so many readings planned for this week, last week now, the Scorpio new moon, but I was just flabbergasted by the energy, and I've literally spent the whole week in bed in the dark, in isolation, and it was the most beautiful, hellish week of my life. So everything happens for a reason, but I'm itching to jump into this. So many things, just obstacles in my way. Even my hand right now, I'm still healing my hand. So I don't even know if I can shuffle these cards, but I can't wait any longer. I need to just, I miss it. But I hope you guys had a great new moon, and I hope you've all set your intentions. I literally had the maddest meditation. I just kept being guided to meditate in the bath, not saying to do that, obviously for safety, health and safety reasons. But I was just meditating, and I just went into the most beautiful place. It was like laying at the bottom of the sea, on the seabed, like the deep depths of the ocean, where there's them crazy creatures and monsters that we're taught to fear. And it's like I became one of those creatures, and my inner light came on and lit up the whole of the ocean, and there was these creatures around me that should have scared me because of programming, because of that lens of fear that we see through, that we're taught to see things that are different as scary or monstrous or wrong, which is basically the reason for half the crazy things happening out here. And it was just beautiful to see those things that I once would have been scared of as divine creation, like seeing things through the eye of the creator, the beauty in those things, that they're actually not wrong or different, or they're not out of place, but everything's exactly as it should be and looks exactly as it should, and the beauty in that. So that was great. Don't know if that's relevant or why I'm going on about this, but let me jump in. Is this gonna work? Ophiuchus, first cards out, we've got the Magician, followed by the Page of Pentacles. Do it now, do it anyway. If you're not ready, it's like you're never ready. Choose when you're going to be ready. You have everything you need in order to succeed. There's something you don't know, ask. You don't know how something's going to go, just start. Put a little energy in, see how much you get out of that. Keep trial and error, that kind of thing. Nothing's a mistake, nothing's a failure. It's like even things that fail, there's lessons in that. There's something here about just do it now, just start now. Use what you have, take what you know and move forward. For example, if you're starting a business, it's like you think when you start a business that things are going to go in a certain way, you have a plan. But it's like you get to one part of the plan and realise that you need to know X, Y, Z in order for that part of the plan to happen. Or you move to the second part of the plan and then realise that you may have missed something in step one. So this is like preparation to be perfect, preparation to know each step, to not be caught out in some way, to really control things. It feels like you're being asked to let go of control. Be bold in terms of what you ask for with the Magician. It's like state what you want and don't shy away from that when it comes to taking action. Because if you want to start a business or you start, it's like say you want to start a business and you think I'll start that in a few years. But really it's like just start today. Because in a few years you might think that you'll be ready in a few years, but you'll still have to go through the same process. It's really about the journey. Something about laying those foundations sowing seeds. That there's more to something than maybe you realise. That it's best to start now, even if you're not sure, even if you're not 100% sure, things can be changed. Example, you want to start a business, you don't know what you want to do. Create a platform, start a YouTube channel, get a website, or create a logo, base it off something familiar to you, personal to you. You can change that later. Maybe you could create a new brand on extension of the brand you initially create. But it's like, just start today. If you don't know what you want to sell, just start. The idea will come. If you don't know how you want to serve or what you want to do, it's like there's no right or wrong. You don't need to define anything. It's like, let go of defining something. Maybe you just have a generic kind of logo. It doesn't have to be the be all and end all or really have your heart in it. It's like, just take the first step and things will make themselves clear. Things will become clear as you move along. This is keeping me on this energy for a minute. So there's something about this. If you're not starting something, start today. Whatever it is, take the first step. Because things can always change. You can always change your idea or change the business or like learn along the way. But something could take longer than you think. Take what you know and move forward. Trust that you have everything you need in order to succeed. That you're being guided. Trust in that guidance. Past energy. Past energies. Lack. Feeling tied down in some kind of foundation. It could be in terms of home life. Feeling tied down in a marriage, feeling tied down in some kind of family dynamic or in a home kind of setting. Maybe somewhere you spend a lot of time at work. Something was keeping you in lack in the past. It feels like it was preventing you from fully expressing yourself. Maybe expressing yourself sexually, sensually, spiritually. Some kind of clash of belief, some kind of clash of tradition. That it was hard for you to stay in your own vibration in a certain environment, for you to stay physically well in a certain environment. This is changing now. Moving into unknown territory, down a road less travelled, somewhere you've not been before maybe. Maybe in terms of an actual place, or maybe in terms of a place that you've not travelled within yourself, or an experience, some kind of experience, emotionally, spiritually. The best you can do is commit. The best you can do right now is commit. The Hierophant, Ace of Pentacles, going all in on yourself, taking a bet on yourself, believing in yourself, taking action. Feels like taking action to secure something in the physical, to create something, to become your own opportunity. Eight of Cups. There's blessings in the madness. There's blessings in the chaos. It feels like that Mars energy. It may be a good idea to check where that shows up in your chart. Mine's Mars in Cancer, and it's like, with Mars in Cancer and Pluto, Scorpio, it's right now, it's like mad emotional chaos, my friends. But it feels like this is what this feels like with the Eight of Cups. Some kind of, I'm seeing somebody literally like a dancer, like somebody dancing, but it's like they're not even choosing to dance. It's like the elements are pushing their body to move and bend, and like, yeah, it's like being whipped into shape. Dancing over like hot rocks or broken glass. It's like it's been a battle to find your feet. But there's been blessings in the uncertainty, blessings in the freedom. It's like freedom without foundations, feeling completely uprooted, but also learning so much in that time that it's like being thrown in the air, but being hovering in some kind of uncertainty above your foundations, but being able to get a bird's eye view over how everything looks, knowing what you need to tend to, what needs to shift, what needs to move, what needs to come and be pulled up, and whatever it is. That you've been able to identify something that's going to forever change the way that you lay your foundations, the choices that you make when it comes to some kind of stability, when it comes to your own abundance, your own blessings, maybe the way you make money. Where did this little Knight of Swords want to go? Okay, clarify. Knight of Swords. It feels like there's no more holding back. That you know you're about to jump into something, express yourself fully, say what needs to be said. That there's no more... It feels like completely facing fear. Taking the next step, methodical approach. Doing what needs to be done. Take the step, then the way will appear. It's like just moving forward, slow and steady. Not being scared to ask questions, not being scared to learn, to study. There's power in what you don't know, knowing that you don't know certain things. It feels like it keeps you in that beginner's mind. It's endearing. It feels like a lot of people could want to work with you because of the way. It's like you know your worth, but you don't really know. It's like, or you know your worth, but you don't lead with that. It's like you don't lead with... It's not a sense of entitlement or look at me. It's not that kind of energy. And it almost makes it even more powerful that you're... It's like being in awe of what it is you do or what it is you're learning. Seeing that completely separate as you, really just like you're a vessel, you're a channel for something. Enjoying the magic of it, having fun. Not letting things define you. It's a very childlike, freeing energy. It feels like it's a very attractive energy. There's a lot of people when it comes to business that are going to want to work with you. Passionate new beginning in the near future. 7 of Swords. There's something about money, deceit when it comes to money. What is this? Don't deceive yourself out of opportunity. This could be to do with being paid for your spiritual services, like spiritual gifts. Really, it's like human gifts. This spiritual word is just like... Okay. Yeah. It's like you could be dissatisfied. Why may you be dissatisfied? Let yourself have your dreams. Keep doing the things that are going to lead to this long-term fulfillment. Or it's like there's a vision, there's a bigger mission. You could find that energies are trying to distract you from that right now. Stay focused. External influences, yeah, things want to come in. Dreams coming true. Overcoming obstacles. It feels like your guides, the universe, God, your higher self, like whatever energy you connect to or you resonate with, that it's pushing you. It's like pushing you and pushing things out of the way so that you can have what you want. If anything, it's like you're the only thing you're the only thing that could get in the way, or that is getting in the way maybe of something, because of not letting go of something. It's like, it's time to move on, it's time to move forward. What's coming is better than what has left. Your hope was for some kind of justice. It feels like justice when it comes to your freedom. You could have had, there could have been some kind of trauma, some kind of, I don't know, something that kept you in a box, something that kept you from fully expressing yourself, shining your light, fully trusting yourself, trusting others. It feels like something karmic closing out, where your confidence is like a boost in confidence, trust in yourself, knowing you're protected, understanding that things are working in your favour, seeing things differently to how you once did. Yeah, it feels like you could have really either gone through some kind of awakening, or it's like you've just really strengthened your connection to source. Meditation, prayer. And even in terms of, you don't even need to be in a certain state of something to connect. It's like wherever you are, just with the breath. Four of Swords. The way I forget that sometimes, because I spent so long in hermit mode, chatting away to myself, and then I'll go out and I'll just be like out in wherever, the supermarket or down the road, and I'll just be chatting, and sometimes I say things out loud and I'm like, oh my, remember Muggleville, don't play with that. Four of Cups. I just need to have headphones in, because people walk around and talk on the phone and same shit, but then why is that even a worry? Why do I even think about that? I feel like it's fear. Is it fear? Fear of people thinking I'm cuckoo. Does that stem from the witch wound? Because really it feels horrible to even feel a way to be doing something that is so natural. I need to shift environments anyway though, this is just a madness. Anyway, Four of Cups. You asked for better, dissatisfaction. It's like something that has been dissatisfying you. The difference between it being, staying that way or not, is taking some kind of leap of faith. The Wheel of Fortune, turning point. Four of Cups just fell on the floor. That's where it will stay. And that's where it should stay. Put that dissatisfaction down. There's a decision that needs to be made. Judgment, the Hierophant, the Wheel of Fortune. This is some big boy decision. Turning point in your life. Major life event. The Wheel, number 10, Jupiter. 4 fixed signs normally appear on this card. In many cases, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, the 4 elements. Anubis, the god of the dead, the underworld, symbolic of rebirth. Yeah, Anubis is often shown on the Wheel of Fortune. Fate, luck, change, opportunities, good fortune, turning point, flow, cycle of life, higher power, the almighty, divine. Power beyond our perception, magic of the universe, the unknown, destiny, underlying blueprint of the universe, oneness. Everything is an opportunity to grow. These are just some of my own notes and things that... Something huge is coming in. Whatever it is you've been trying to manifest, this could have been something you've been working on for years. Something's about to shift. And it's going to be crazy, because it feels like it's nothing more than a decision. That it's nothing more than a decision. And you make this decision like it was so easy to make this decision, that you're going to almost be kicking yourself that if it was that easy, why haven't you done this already? Realize it would never have been this easy to make this decision if you hadn't have gone through. It's like, it seems like it's been easy, but it's been years of reprogramming, or years of conscious effort, of subconscious reprogramming, working on something, clearing abundance blocks, taking action, laying foundations, facing certain things within yourself, integrating shadow, whatever it is. There's Because some of you are almost gonna feel like you didn't work hard enough to create this miracle. Hear them fireworks? Yeah. The world. End of a karmic cycle. Don't fool yourself. Remember, it's like, remember how long you've been working on something energetically. And even that thing of removing that feeling that you need to grind for something in order to be worthy to receive it. Confirming abundance is your birthright, that you deserve these things, that you're here to experience bliss, abundance, harmony, peace, contentment, joy, the ups and the downs. But something is changing, something is shifting, the end of a cycle. The world, planet Saturn, discipline, responsibility, karmic lessons, justice, ambition, father figure, wisdom, hard work, structure, restriction, limitation, completion, birth, endings, beginnings. With the Hierophant in the world, some of you could be marriage, having a family, some kind of commitment, end of a karmic cycle. Commonly pictured on this card, a lion, bull, a man, an eagle representing Scorpio, bull, Taurus, man, Aquarius, and lion, Leo. Fixed signs. This is a powerful energy for the outcome. The world, the wheel of fortune, the Hierophant. Immediate action, a challenge you can successfully manage, a passionate relationship, charming, self-confident, passionate and restless. A bright future manifested through hard work and creativity, partnering with others who share your dreams, great progress being made to a spring. Love that. Ophiuchus. Unfounded fear, focusing on worst case scenarios, allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the problem. Thoughts, it's like plant your thoughts like a seed. The intentions like a seed. What is the energy of that initial thing? I had this chat with someone today about, I received a text message and it triggered me at the time because it was like the intention of the message. So it was something for me, a lesson for me to even understand why that triggered me in the first place and work through that and accept that. But I was explaining just like about this in the intention, that I'm not, that even before I've read the words of the message, that I can feel the intention of the message, the energy of the message. So as much as someone says one thing, if the reason why they said it was because they were feeling a certain way, it's like if someone messages to see if you're okay, but really they're feeling guilty about something, it's like you feel that guilt regardless of what the words are saying, that the projection is that initial intention. There's something about your thoughts, your feelings, your intentions. What is feeding that? Is it fear? Is it love? Being mindful of what's fueling your decision making, what's triggering you to take action. And yeah, the intention behind things, like your why. Is it a reaction on emotion? What emotion is that? Is that then amplifying that feeling through your creation? It feels like really working with the energy, mastering your own energy, cutting cords with certain things, clearing out any debris from the past. You could still be battling with opposing goals when it comes to something you're being asked to do. It's like, you know, you want to follow your heart in a certain direction. There may be certain energies in your life that don't agree with that. Feel that you're being asked to stand true to be true to yourself, stand strong in your truth. It feels like you could have, it's a good time to connect back to your intuition if that's something you feel disconnected from right now. However you feel best. Somebody's coming in with a message. It feels like a very heartfelt message. Somebody wants to commit to you. It feels like you could be focusing on your money. The advice is not to rush. It's like to find a nice balance. Don't feel bad for setting boundaries. Don't feel like you owe anyone anything. That's what's coming through. It's like protecting your energy without being defensive. Knowing you don't owe anyone a yes. If someone asks you something, it's like you could be blocking something coming in or having some kind of barrier or guard up to love, because it's like you don't want to risk even saying hello if it's not going to lead to something like marriage or long term, or it's not serious, or it's not whatever you want it to be. Maybe it's not that, maybe it's something else. But it feels like you could not even be open to saying hello to somebody, like from that standpoint, like completely shut off from something, completely setting your boundaries, but to the point where walls are up, where even if the right thing come in, it couldn't come in. It feels like finding the right balance, because there is somebody that wants to make an offer, that's how it feels, or reach out in some way. Ten of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune. Something's over with. Some of you could be wondering if someone from the past coming back. It feels like even if it did, that it wouldn't be serving you. Something that had you in a problem. It's like, don't go back to the same problem you just found your way out of. Something that keeps you away from your magic, drains your magic, or is just against the way that you celebrate your magic. There's something new coming in. It's a very mysterious energy. It feels like this person knows about all levels of life, all sorts of things. It's like occult knowledge. That's how it feels. But so many different kinds of things. It's a very powerful energy. Follow your intuition when it comes to what needs to change. It feels like taking a light-hearted approach to something. It's like being slowed down because you need to go with the flow of something. It's like trust that what's planned is going to be better than anything you could plan. It feels like you could be trying to control the pace at which something goes. Potentially this relationship or this new love coming in. It feels like that's going to keep you in some kind of lack mindset, some kind of... It's like seeing this new love as a burden because it's a change. Seeing change as a burden, being in anxiety, maybe because of changes and things that have happened in the past. Feeling slightly disappointed when this new love comes in. Feeling like you want to set boundaries, make excuses as to why it's not the right time. That there's something else you got to keep your eye on, something else you need to pay attention to. It's like, don't fool yourself. This is what you've asked for. Yeah, alligator on the back of the deck. Integration, rolling with Rolling with the punches, my friend. Number 36, lizard. Dream time. Dreaming, lizard. Will you dream with me, travel across the stars beyond the place of time and space, there live visions from afar. Lizard medicine is the shadow side of reality where your dreams are reviewed before you decide to manifest them physically. Lizard could have created getting eaten by a snake if he had so desired. Lizard is the medicine of dreamers. Whether dreamers smoke you or dream you, dreamers can always help you see the shadow. This shadow can be your fears, your hopes, or the very thing you are resisting, but is always following you around like an obedient dog. If Lizard dreamed a space in your cards today, it may be time to look and see what is following along behind you. Is it your fears, your future trying to catch up to you? Or is it the part of you that wants to ignore your weakness or humanness? Lizard may be telling you to pay attention to your dreams and their symbols. Make a dream log and record all that you remember. Be sure to pay attention to each individual symbol or recurring pattern. If you do not remember your dreams, you could try setting an alarm. Pay attention to them. You could be meeting up with certain individuals in your dreams. I was saying this to my friend when she was telling me about her dreams. Lucy in the Sky Tarot. It's actually bad because it's like having these dreams. It's like, did I invite you or did you invite me? Did you come to see me or did I come to see you? What is going on here? But yeah. So many messages within dreams, I feel like, depending on what you believe, but how we tend to a lot of things in our dreams. We go off and have certain meetings and do certain things that need to be dealt with and things that need to be experienced and things that need to be reviewed. Maybe there's a path you're going down and it's like your dreams are showing you where that could end up. To be mindful of that. Do certain things need to be changed? Is that something to do with the intention? Is it the intention that's leading you towards this thing? Not so much that you need to change what you're doing, but the why around that, the feelings around that. And not getting trapped in fear when them things come up. But realising, it's like that thing of people prefer not to know. Ignorance is bliss. But it's really not. Because it's like, well, for me personally, it just feels like, wouldn't you rather know so you can prepare for something than not know and be unprepared? It's scarier to be unprepared and be in the middle of some kind of craziness than to be prepared. That's what I think anyway, but people are different, I don't know. What is that saying? It's better to be a warrior in the garden than a gardener in the war. Something like that. Dream tracking would be great then. And if you're waking up, it's like our brain tries to get us to forget our dreams. Form of protection. So why would you want to remember half the things that you dream about when some of that stuff be wild? But it feels like it's a time to really take note that certain messages are coming through to you for your own help, for your own good, so that you can really make certain decisions. Issues surrounding health and exercise may come to the fore. Focus on your physical well-being. The path has been cleared for you to make a change that previously seemed unachievable. Feels like you could do with a good rest. It's like the body really does heal itself. We just get in the way, slowing down, fasting, relaxing, eating less, eating foods from the earth. Doesn't have to be anything drastic. You don't have to, if it's getting to a place where you're doing things but you're angry about it, then it's probably still not worth doing that. It's like there's a difference between you not really being that happy about it and being able to do it from a place of free will and acceptance, or being so stressed out about it that it's affecting your health anyway. It's like stress causes just as many problems as other things. So it's like, do what feels right for you. What do you need right now? And really tap into that. Yeah, the Fool. New beginning. Bright new beginning. Feels like you're going to be having a lot of fun, a lot of adventure with this new lover. It feels like you could be meeting this person anytime soon. It could be days. It feels like it's going to come in quick. It could feel like a rush, but this is something that has potential to be for the long term. It could be days, it could be weeks. The old has to end for something new to come in. It feels like accepting that there has been some heartbreak from this past situation, having the courage to move forward. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles, the Emperor. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. If this did resonate, like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you soon. Sending so much love.